It is the Thursday morning of May 22nd, 2014, and this is Domremy, Saskatchewan. Named after Domremy La Pucelle in France, the birthplace of Joan of Arc, who was the patron saint of the Breton colonists who began arriving here in 1895 to augment the scattered population of ranchers, Métis, and French Canadians already in the district. The Grand Trunk Pacific built this line through here in 1912 or 13 to connect its main line with Prince Albert. Looking westward along Grid Road 320, Highway 2 is about 2k down that way. Waka's maybe 15k to the south, and Prince Albert about 50k to the north. And looking northward, the station was a Design A built in 1915 and at mile 76.4 from Yonge on what is now the Canadian National Main Line. It was replaced in 1919 by a new Design A, which was sold off at a date unknown. Well, it's been a while since a batter was called to the plate on that diamond. Now a storage yard for culverts. When the colonists from Brittany arrived in 1895, they settled in a little community to the north of here. A school was opened there in 1904, a few months after the Sieur de Providence arrived from Brittany specifically to teach. Well, they're going to have to replace that flag pretty soon. The school and the community were moved 2 miles south to this location to accommodate the Grand Trunk Pacific. And there's Jeanne d'Arc herself, I presume. And the cenotaph, so central to so many small Saskatchewan towns. The sisters refused to leave their school up at the old colony and moved away from the area in 1916, but returned in 1928 to teach in the village school. That school closed in 1992 after the French parents began sending their kids to Saint Isidore de Bellevue, a few miles to the west, and continue their French education. That elevator there was built by the Beaver Elevator Company in 1914 and closed by Pioneer in 1998. And this one was built by the Farmers Club in 1919 and closed by Saskatchewan Wheat Pool in 1999. Security Elevator was also built in 1914, Province Elevator in 1922, and a Saskatchewan Co-op Elevator is 1922 as well. Now gone. Domremy was incorporated as a village on March 31st, 1921, but the corporation was dissolved December 31st, 2006. The community is now a ward of the rural municipality of St. Louis 431. The post office was opened on May 1st, 1896 by Reverend J. Berthelot in the Ants family homestead on the old colony, and moved here when that colony was abandoned in 1915 or so. No more credit union. Some of the pioneers were the Marceauliers, the Blondeaus, the Joubert, the Gaudin, the Agasse, Rabout, Courteau, the Ants family. In the early 20th century, Scot, Ukrainian, and Norwegian settlers arrived to augment the original population. Population of Domremy had fallen to 124 in 2006, the last time statistics were collected. Peak population was 241 in 1951. Of course, CN took over the Grand Trunk Pacific in 1918, and I'm not sure when CN sold this off to the Wheatland Railway Company, who I guess sporadically run trains up here. The line doesn't extend much farther north from here, up to Hoey, I think. Lots of mourning doves in town. Curling rink and community hall. Domremy, Saskatchewan.